Hello, welcome to Vitality Powered Pilates. My name is Hope and this is your 50-minute mat Pilates full body workout. For today's class, you need zero equipment, so find your mat and let's get started. We're gonna stand firmly, placing our bare feet into the ground, lifting those hands up, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, dropping those hands out through the mouth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, big inhale, lifting those hands up nice and high. Exhale, drop it down, rolling those shoulders down and back away from the face, taking a step out with either foot, coming into your athletic position, rolling those shoulders back and away from the face for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders are down, taking those hands out to either side of the body. From here, bring them in and open. Palms together, open up. Last time, bring those hands in, take them out and down. Beautiful. From here, I'd like you to take your left hand, place it on the top of that head, and pull the top of the head towards your arm, lifting that chin up to the opposite direction. Letting it go, bringing that head back to neutral, dropping the hand, taking it to the other side. Hand gently pulls onto the top of the head, giving you that nice, beautiful stretch through your neck. Beautiful, letting it go. Head comes back to neutral, hand drops down. From here, I'd like you to step, lifting with that heel off of the mat, pressing the arm across the body, starting to generate a little bit more movement through that full body right here as we extend that arm across that body, keeping those abs in check. Belly button is back towards that spine. Think about bringing those hip bones, trying to get them to touch. You physically cannot, but that's the kind of motion we want to engage that full core. You're here for 10. 8. Lifting through that heel, extending that arm for 6. Final 2, final 1. Come back to center, roll those shoulders down. From here, elbows are gonna come in towards that body and extend the arms out. Long palms are up towards your ceiling. Breathing in through those beautiful bodies of yours. Take those elbows in and out, in and out. Good, you're here for 10. Squeeze towards those rib cage. 8, 7, taking it nice and slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those bodies back in nice in line and walk those feet back in together. From here, I'd like you to take your hands above that head. We're gonna take our legs in and then opposite arm drops down. Sticking with the same side, drop that arm. Leg comes in and we drop. Building that beautiful mid-core, extending that arm down. Super strong full body right here. You have 10, 9, Leg comes in and down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Point through those toes as you lift it up. This is 3, 2. Last one. Both hands come up, drop that heel down. Arm that was just down, so that right arm is gonna pull down into that goalpost. I'd like you to bring it in front of that face, back up. Like you're pulling on a rope, keeping that muscle super strong, very engaged through that bicep. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, moving through that shoulder joint. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Take it up, palms come back together. We have the same thing on the other side, so take in that leg, drop the opposite arm, bring it in and down. Take it in. Crunching through that core and then taking up your space as you send that body back nice and straight. 10, 9, 8, 6, leg comes in, arm drops down for 4, 3, last 2, last 1, tuck it in, beautiful. Same arm that we were just using pulls down, comes in front of that face, lifts back up. Take it in and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, shoulders are feeling this, for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it up, palms come together, dropping that heel down onto the mat, rolling those shoulders back away from that face, stepping out with either side of those hips. I'd like you to take one arm in front of that body and stretch it out. Drop that arm down, other arm crosses in front of that body. And drop it down. Good, rolling those shoulders back, hands come to those hips, feet are aligned straight towards that side of your mat. I'd like you to drop into your squat and stand up tall. We drop and squeeze it up. All of that pressure is lifting up through those heels. Send that booty down and back. Beautiful, 30 more seconds right here. Go at your own pace. Stick with your breath as we lower and lift. That's it. Commit to 5 more. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Stand up tall. Good. From here, hands are going to come out to that side. As we lower into that squat, the hands come up in front of that body. Building on our squat, getting that full body working right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, you can do it. 3, arms are straight out. Last one. Hands come down, roll the shoulders back. Hands go back to those hips. I'd like you to bend through those knees just a little bit, keeping that body nice and tall through that upper body. From here, bring the knees in and out. In and out. So you're bringing those inner thighs together and then pulling the knees away. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Abs pull back towards that spine, keeping this whole body in check as you bring the knees in and out. 15 more seconds, you can do it. Sticking in that squat position, keeping those booties down. Good. 10 more seconds, bring them in and out. Final 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Legs come out and up. Beautiful job. Walking to the back of that mat. Getting ready to work on our plank a little bit, bringing those hands up. Tucking our chin into our chest, lowering through the arms first, bringing them down by our side body and letting them go long. From here, rolling back up, chin untucks from that chest, shoulders roll down. One more time, lift those hands up, tucking the chin into the chest, lowering through that upper body, dropping the hands fully down onto the mat. This time we bend through those knees, feet are planted down into the ground, peel those heels off of the mat as you walk yourself out into your high plank. My legs are together, you do what works for you. I'd like you to focus on keeping that back nice and straight, holding yourself up for 10. Squeeze those belly buttons back towards that spine, back towards your backside for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to drop the knees, untuck the toes, and come into your push-up. Take those elbows back, forehead goes down towards the mat for 5, 4, 3, elbows tuck in for 2, for 1, press it back up. Tuck those toes back down into the ground, lifting up into that plank. From here, we're gonna take it into your pike, rolling yourself down forward into that high plank. Hold, take it back, booties go up into the air. Roll yourself forward, high plank. 2 more just like this. Take it to your pike. Lift up through those feet. Energy sends through that body, hold it here. Last time, take it back. This time we lift, we hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down, untuck the toes. This time those elbows are gonna come out wide and press it up. Elbows out wide and press. Good, 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Press it back up. Knees lift off the mat by tucking into those toes, into the ground, holding it here. Rock back and forward. Body goes back towards the heels and lift it forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Send it forward, drop the knees down, tuck the toes in. Last time, elbows come in towards that body. Press it up. Elbows down and press. 3 more. 2. Last one. Bring it back up. Taking yourself into your child's pose. Body surpasses that tabletop, head falls down to the mat. Walk those hands out just a little bit, giving those shoulders a bit of a moment to breathe, to refresh, to reset. Beautiful job. Coming back into that tabletop position. Feet are gonna come in a little bit, knees now stack under those hips. From here, I'd like you to tuck those toes into the mat. I'd like you to lift up, knees off of the ground, and we're just gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we drop, untuck the toes, send out that right hand and that left leg. Hold it here for 5, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Tuck those toes in. We lift to that bear hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, untuck those toes, other side comes out. We hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. This time we lift through the knees, we tap them down right here for 5. Using that belly control right here. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Left leg comes out, right hand comes out. This time we tuck it in and out. In and out. For 3, for 2, for 1. Hold. Drop it down, same thing, tucking the toes back in, lifting through the knees and tapping them. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering them down, untuck those toes, send out opposite side and pull it back together. Send it out, pull it in. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Beautiful. Dropping it down. Taking that right forearm down to the mat, getting straight into our glutes. I'd like you to send back that left leg, keeping the toes pointed towards your ceiling, bending through that knee. We're going to extend and pull that leg back in. Thigh is parallel to your mat. As we send that leg out, pull it back together. Beautiful. Send it out. From here, we're gonna flex the foot as we bring it in and point as we send it out. Feeling that difference in that thigh, in our quad, in our biggest muscle. As we extend, pull it home. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Send it out, point through that toe, tapping the toe and lifting. Using all of your control right here for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lowering that leg down, coming up onto your hands. I'd like you to bring that leg in, extend it back, crunch it to the side. Each movement has their own moment. Send it out, pull it in. Send it back, pull it in. Good. You're here for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, hips are square down to the mat. For 5, 4, last 3, Last 2. Last 1. Pull it out, pull it back in, pressing up through those hands, lifting up those hands above the body, bending that body, taking it back, using that core to control each movement. Hands come out in front of that body. From here, we lift up tall, lower it down, lift it back up. 2 more. Lower it down, beautiful. This time we send it back. That left hand is gonna come back and forward. Using those obliques to twist through that body. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send it back, pull it back, and give me that pulse. Twisting through your core, elbow shoots back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send it forward, drop the hands down, hitting the other side. Left forearm now comes down to the ground, right leg extends back, pointing those toes, bringing it in, bending through that knee, and extend. Gaze should be right between those hands. Abs are tucked back towards that back body. Plank abs. That's the feeling that you should feel right now. Hips are squared to the mat like a rope is pulling down that right hip. From here we flex, point and extend. Flex and point. Beautiful, sticking with your breath, being present with your body, how you feel in this moment. Press it out, pull it back in. 10 more. 8, 7, 6, final 5. Thigh is starting to feel this. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Beautiful, point that leg out, drop the toe, and lift. Hip is still down towards that mat. You're here for 10. Tuck with precision, lower and lift. You should be feeling this in that outer booty, in the back, in your hamstring. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Lowering it back home, pressing up into those hands. I always come off my mat, so I'm going to shift a little, sending that leg back, in, out, back home. So it's back out, crunching into that elbow. Drop it down. Squeeze right here for 10. Crunching, lifting with that knee to keep that booty and that hip open. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Send it back and out. Last 3. Final 2. Your last 1. Send it down, pressing up off of those hands. Hands float in front of that body, taking that body back, holding it here, and lifting back up through those thighs. Holding it back right here, and pressing it back up. 2 more. This time we send that body back. Right arm comes back, Bring it forward, scooping through those obliques. Take it back and up. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it forward. Pull it back. This time we pulse it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send that body back. Drop the hands down. Roll those shoulders down and back, and lower the body onto the backs of those legs. From here, I'd like you to send those arms out in front of that body once more, taking back your left hand, and then full circle it back. Take it back and up. 2 more. Then we hit the other side, working on that shoulder mobility, helping us stay strong, preventing from any injury. Other side, take it back and forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, lift it forward. 2 more. Last one. Bring it forward. Beautiful job. From here, placing those hands down firmly into the mat, bringing that body so your booties are down onto the ground, and then coming back onto our left forearm. Our feet are out long in a diagonal to our body. So that left forearm is down, hips are stacked. I'd like you to send up that right hand. I'd like you to lift that top leg and lower. Lift and lower. We're moving slowly with precision because that leg lift is high. We don't want to hurt ourselves by moving too quickly. We also don't want this to feel easy. So as we lift the leg, use that control. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Bring that foot up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower it down. This time rock back a little bit onto those hips. Bring up both legs and gently lower them down. Both legs lift up towards that hand, using those obliques to pull your body. And gently lower it down. Good. Can you commit to 5 more of these? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down gently. Beautiful job. Top hand comes down. We realign on our mat. I'd like you to separate those feet so they're not stacked on top of each other. And I'd like you to lift through that side body. Arm lifts back up. We hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that body down towards the mat, protecting that elbow. I'd like you to bring those knees into your 90-degree bend. I'd like you to lift up through that top leg, opening up through the knees, and then elevating the feet off of the ground. From here, hand comes back behind that head. We lower the hand down and lift up through that elbow. So elbow comes down to meet the ground and lift. Squeezing and lifting. 5 more. For 3, for 2, for 1. Send it back up, lifting it up, still through those feet. I'd like you to close the legs and lift. Close and lift. If the hand behind the head is too much, you can take it to those hips. Squeeze and open. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lift it up. This time we pulse that top leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower that leg down, dropping the feet down. Coming up into our tabletop position, taking it back to our child's pose, walking those hands out. Bringing it back up and finding your booty back onto the ground. Other side. So we drop down onto that right forearm. Hips are stacked on top of one another, feet are stacked on top of one another. We take that left arm, send it up in front of our bodies, above that head. I'd like you to lift that top leg and bring it back home. Lift, bring it down with precision. Hips are stacked, core is stable. You're here for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower that leg down. Shifting that weight back onto that backside just a little bit. I'd like you to bring both legs up and drop them down. Using those obliques to pull that body together. Commit to 5 more right here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower it down, feet come down. Untuck those feet from on top of one another, lifting that mid body off of the mat and taking that hand up, holding it here for 10, 9, 8, stabilizing through that shoulder. Whew. Breathe into this body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the body down gently. Beautiful. Bring the legs into that 90-degree bend. Hand comes back behind that shoulder. We drop, elbow lifts up. Drop it down, elbow lifts back up. Beautiful. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale as we lift. 2 more. Last one. Lift it up. Beautiful. Heels lift off of the mat. I'd like you to open that top leg and drop. Open and drop it down. Using that outer booty to really strengthen as you open, and using that control as you lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently close the legs down, dropping the heels, dropping the hand, coming back to your tabletop. Finding your child's pose, bodies close to the ground, head drops down, and lift it back up. Beautiful job. From here, I'd like you to lower yourself down, all the way down. Thighs hit the mat, then chest, then head. From here, hands are in towards your body, in front of right by that chest. I'd like you to press up. Upper body lifts off of the mat, elbows tuck in towards the ribs, and gently lower down. From here, hands lift off of the mat, hold it here. Lower the hands, press it up. Lower the body and lift the hands. Press it up. lower it down, lift and lower. 2 more, press it up, lower, lift, take it down, last one, press it up, elbows drop down, hands lift off of the mat and lower it down. Beautiful work. From here, taking it in to your tabletop position and then sending your legs out to the side to meet me on your back side. Centering that booty into the middle of the mat, gently taking the hands off of the mat and lowering your upper body down towards the ground. I'd like the feet in a little bit closer to that body than normal. We're gonna start working on that glute bridge. So we lift up, pressing that body off of the mat and lower it back down. Lift right here and lower. Tailbone taps the mat and lifts back up. Right here for 10. 9. 8. Lift it up, pressing through those heels. Beautiful. For 7. 6. 5. 4. Lifted here. For 2. For 1. Lower it down gently. Body hits the mat. Walk those feet in a little bit closer. From here, I'd like you to come up onto your toes so the heels lift off of the mat. From here, send up that left leg. I'd like you to lower the leg and lift it back up. Lower and lift. You're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Send it back up. Pulse that booty up and down for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Cross that right leg onto the right leg. We lower and lift. Heel stays off of the mat if you have it. You're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Keep that leg crossed. I'd like you to drop the heel and lift. Drop and lift. You're here for 5. Inner thigh is burning for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Send it back up. Untuck that left leg. Lower it down, coming up onto the toes of the left leg. Sending that right leg up. We lower and lift. Lower and lift. You're here for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Send it up. Start to pulse that leg right here. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Cross the leg over. Right here we drop and lift for 5. 4. Heel stays off of the mat. You can do it. 3. 2. 1. Drop the heel and lift, keeping that leg tucked the whole time. Final 3. Final 2. Final 1. Heels come back, up, lifted off of the mat. Untuck that leg, left leg sends up. Last time, we lower and lift. Same thing one more time through. Commit to 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Pull it in. From here, we drop and lift, keeping that leg nice and straight up into the air. Last 2. Last 1. Tuck that leg over your right. We drop and lift. Drop and lift. You have 3 more. I know it burns. Last 1. From here, we drop the heel and lift. Last time, you commit right here for 3. for 2, for 1. Untuck that leg one more time, other side, straighten up that right leg. We lower it down and lift it up. If being on your toes is too much, by all means, take it to that full foot. But I don't want you to sell yourself short. Last time. Bring that leg up tall, we drop, booty drops and lifts. Last 3, 2, pressing up. Last 1, cross it down, we drop and lift for 4, 3, 2, I know we're shaking, you can do it. Last 1, drop the heel and lift. Final 4, last 3, 2, last 1, heel comes down, untuck that leg, lower the booties down to the mat, walk the feet out just a little bit. One more thing in that glute bridge, then we are done. I would like you to lift up, feet are fully flat onto the ground, bringing those thighs together. We lower, open the thighs up as we lift. Lower, lift and open. Beautiful. So the knees open up to either side of your mat, and then you pull them back together as you lower that body down to the ground. Open, close, open, and close. Beautiful. Sticking with me right here. Final minutes to work that booty. Drop and open. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. We keep those legs open. We pulse through that inner thigh, so booty pulses up off of the mat. Whew, right here, feeling that final burn for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send it up, legs come back together, knees are touching, thighs are touching. We lower that body down to the ground. Amazing job. Full body is now flat onto your mat. I'd like you to bring those legs into your tabletop, tucking that spine firmly down into that mat. I'd like you to lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the ground, and I'd like you to extend out your right leg. As that leg extends out, I'd like you to take one arm up, the other arm up. Leg comes back in, other side, extend it out. One arm comes up, other arm comes up. Bring it home. Beautiful. Bring it in, other side. Lift that arm and lift. Last time, up. Up. Both legs come in towards that body. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders and pull the legs in towards your chest. From here, I'd like you to lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Tucking ourselves into our little ball, I'd like you to extend out that right leg. Left leg stays tucked in towards that body. We alternate, bring it in. Good. Opposite. Pull. And pull. Beautiful job. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, keeping the shoulders off of the mat for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs come in. We lower through the head, neck, and shoulders. Hands roll to those abs and gently massage out that mid body. Whew. When you feel ready, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders back off of the mat. This time we straighten out those legs. So I'd like you to extend out that right leg. As you pull it in, keep it straight. Same thing right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, grabbing that leg for 3, for 2, last 1. Legs come in, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. We finish with a little bit of a combo. So we're gonna pull in that body, knee, knee, and then leg, leg. Are you ready? We lift up, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. We extend that right leg, pull in the knee, knee, leg, and leg. Pull it in, up, and up. We finish here. Take it knee and leg. 5 more. 4 more. Last 3. Leg. Last 2. Shoulders lifted. Last 1. Leg, leg. Bring the legs in. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Let the legs drop down towards your mat. Feet are firmly onto the ground. Hands go to the belly button and to the rib cage. I'd like you to flow open through those knees, letting them feel heavy and drop to your ground. Take a second, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth at your own pace. Filling up our bodies with all this good energy. As you breathe, I'd like you to bring those legs back together. Removing the hands from the belly, bringing the legs back in towards your tabletop. Knees are up towards that chest. Hands are on the knees. I'd like you to pull the legs out to either side of your body. Bring those legs back together. Drop them long onto the ground. Taking that left leg, I'd like you to bring it up and circle it out. Bring it up one more time. Circle it out right here. Drop it down to the ground. Other leg, right leg shoots up. We circle it out towards the outside of our body. One more time, circle it up and out. Opening up through that hip one final time. Hands go above that head, feet are firmly planted into the ground. I'd like you to sit up nice and tall, trying to get up without using your hands, and then coming back onto those hands, bringing those feet in, tucking that right leg into your figure 4, pointing through those toes, and pressing that body up just a little bit so you feel that burn, feel that hip open. Gently lowering down onto those forearms, lifting that body up. Both legs are elevated into the air. And then from here, dropping those legs back down. Lifting the left foot off of the mat, pressing through that heel. So now your foot's off the ground, but the heel is planted in, stretching out through that calf. Gently lower that foot down. Untuck the toes, press back up through those triceps. Other leg crosses in front, pressing through that body, pointing through those toes to deepen that stretch just a little bit. When you feel ready, I'd like you to rock back onto those forearms, lifting both feet off of the ground. Dropping that right foot and then lifting through the toes, heel presses into the mat, stretching out our calves. Letting our heart rate come down right here, dropping the head back. As we drop the foot, bring the head back to neutral, pressing back up through our triceps, dropping the leg and coming into a sitting position. From here, I'd like you to take your hand onto the top of the head, just like we started, pulling it to one side of the body. Gently letting it go, dropping the hand, other side. Lift the head back to center, remove the hand, roll the shoulders down and back with those eyes shut. I ask you to lift up. Hands go above that head, bring in all of this good energy so you have it for the rest of your day, pressing into the palms as the hands come to the heart center. Amazing, amazing job today. Gently opening up those eyes, feeling so good in your space, in your body, in your spirit, and in your heart. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever it takes you. I am so proud of you for showing up for a 50-minute mat Pilates class. It was not easy, but you crushed it, and I am so, so proud of you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your fitness journey. Wherever you are on it, I am honored to be able to move with you. I post 2 new videos every single week, so if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment what you'd like to see next, and share this video with your friends and family. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe to my channel so we can continue moving together. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!